with solving, but when you're asked to get the solutions to an inequality, they're looking for the versions or numbers that can make the inequality true. We already have seen that an inequality is different from an equal sign. If it's x equals 1, the answer is just 1. If it's less than 1, there's millions of possibilities. And so the set of all solutions is called the solution set. All of the possibilities for x is less than 1 are anything below 1 that could work. Negative a million could work. Negative 1 could work. Negative 0.2 could work. When you are asked to see if the value is true, you're going to take the number they give you. You're tasked with seeing if this inequality is true given a value of x equals negative 2. What we're going to do is place the negative 2 in the x. I see x in my inequality. I'm going to place x with negative 2. Let's do that. Negative 2 plus 2 is less than or equal to negative 1. Solve it to as simple as you can get. Negative 2 plus 2 is 0. And let's vote. Pause when you get it to the simplest version. I have two numbers that I'm comparing. Is that statement true? Is 0 less than or equal to negative 1? Vote. Give me your thumb up or your thumb down. If it's true, thumb up. If it's false, thumb down. Show me on 3. 1, 2, 3. Just guess. Right now it's a little tricky because 0 and negative 1 are really close. Hands down. Let's see if it's true. Let's make a number line to visualize it. And if it is true, the 0 should be less than negative 1. Well, 0's right here. Negative 1's right here. Is 0 a smaller number than negative 1? No. Is 0 smaller than negative 1? No, this is false. 0 is not less than negative 1. So x equals negative 2 is not a value. Tessa. You could do that. Like the subtract 2. Sure. So anything negative 3 or less. Sure, you could do that. For now, Tessa, just make sure you have this or both ways on your paper. X is negative 3 this time, so they give you a value. Let's replace it with a negative 3. Negative 3 plus 2 should be less than or equal to negative 1. Is that true or false? Thumb up if you think it's true, thumb down if it's false. Is negative 1 less than or equal to negative 1? Is negative 1 less than or equal to? It's equal to it, so this is true. Because it could be both less than or equal to, this is a true statement. Try negative 4. Negative 4 plus 2. Is that less than or equal to negative 1? Negative 4 plus 2, bad guys win. Is negative 2 less than negative 1? Thumb up or thumb down. That is a true statement. This should be true as well. I want you to make your own number. Try any number that you want. Plug it into the inequality. You could choose negative 5. You could choose 0. You could choose 5. Write the number that you're guessing with here. Solve it to see if it's true, and write true or false. And get ready to turn and stop odd razor hands. Hands down, even razor hands. You're an odd, Jackson. Replace it. Jameson, you're an even. Chad, you're an even. Liliana, you're an even. You're an even number. Hands down, even. Start out by showing your number, what you chose, how you solved it, true or false. 30 seconds, evens go. Brayden, did you guess the number yet? Brayden, check in with Cameron if you don't have one, right? Okay. Did you choose one yet? So you chose negative 6. Brayden, let's pause. log on that real quick. So, and look at gamma. You can fill out your answers, okay? The negative 6 replaces that. Negative 6 plus 2 is negative 4. Bad guys win. Is negative 4 less than negative 1? Yeah, so you can choose a different number right now, or you can use that same one, just fill it in. We'll try one more. We only have one question like this in the test. Ask your question if you still don't get it after the example 2, okay? 3, 2, 1. Give me a number that you chose or your partner chose. Maybe it was a cool number. Maybe it was a plain number. We won't discriminate. Lauren. Sure, negative 7 was plugged in for x. Remember the inequality was this. So you're going to put negative 7 in its place, and then you're going to test it. Is negative 5 less than negative 1? Yeah, that's true. Did anyone get one that's false? Logan, what did you choose? I did 0. 0 would come up with a false solution because 0 plus 2 is not less than negative 1. 2 is not less than negative 1. That statement is false. What did you choose, Nora? 3 would also work for being false. Anything basically above what number? Anything above negative 2. Negative 2 would be the cutoff because once you hit negative 3, it's true. So in between negative 2 and negative 3. Example 2, next page, I think. So that was a chart that kind of guided us through. You're going to see the language more like this on a test. Tell whether negative 2 is a solution of each inequality. Negative 2 is your y value. Write y is negative 2 above the problem. Colton, put it down. Where do I place the negative 2? Where would I replace negative 2? Colton. Let's do it. Cameron, what is the left side of the inequality going to turn into?
The left side is
negative 4. Negative 2 minus 5 is what? Bad guys banned. Let's check it out. Is negative 7 greater than negative 6? If you need to, draw it yourself a little number line. Hadley, what do you think? Equal to? Thanks. Is negative 7 greater than negative 6? Is it bigger? Look at my number line. These lines are bigger. These lines are smaller. This is not bigger than. So this is false. Try negative 2 in place of y here. Negative 5.5 next to y means to multiply it. Multiply negative 5.5 by negative 2. Jot down scratch paper. What is 5.5 negative times 2 negative? Logan. Times 2. Y is next to the 5.5. It means multiply. Jot it on your paper. Raise your hand when you have an answer. 2 times 5 is 10 plus 1. Do something to your decimal. Mary, did you get it? What did you get? Good. 11.0 or 11. So let's replace this side with 11. Is 11 less than 14? Is 11 less than 14? If you need to, jot a number line, start with 11. 11, 12, 13, 14. Is it to the left? Yeah, this is less than, this is true. That statement works. That is true. You try the next two on your own. Plug in negative 5 in for x. What does it mean when the P is next to a 2? Daniel? The number. Great. Huh?
So for this one, wouldn't it be 12?
Yeah. 7 is not bigger than 7. 7 is not greater than 7.
Mr. McKee, wonder it's -5.
Where?
-5.
Thanks. Thanks. I didn't finish it yet. Put 1. I wasn't done. It was an incomplete problem. That's right. You're forgetting. 11 is less than or equal to -9. Is what I got for 2. Thumb up if you got that as well. Or silent yes. Okay, let's vote. Is 11 less than -9? Thumb up, thumb down. Justice, what do you think? It should be greater than, so we're going to say this is a false statement. -5 is not a solution for number 2. You're going to get some practice in independent work. The first 2 problems are just like our notes. We're going to go to review, and next page looks like this. We've not done this yet. This requires some partner work and some whole class discussion. You're going to be competing in just a minute against staff members and adults around the school and the county. I have 6 problems, 5 problems. How many are on here? I think there's 5. I have 5. I have 6. There's 6 total. I have 6 problems that are done by staff members and by some family members that I saw the last few days. And they are all adults that have gone through 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, but it was like 20 years ago. And so they have work right here that they've done. You're going to have about 1 minute to 2 minutes on each problem to quietly work with a partner and check each other's work. Once you're satisfied with the answer, you're going to put your pencil on your desk so I know you're done. When I ring the bell, it's going to be time up. You're no longer working, and I'm going to pull 1 card in the class. That person that I say the name is going to read the answer out loud, possibly give an explanation of their work. I will then put up the answer given by an adult. If they both get it, students got it, and the adult got it, there's 1 point for each. If just the students get it and the adults get it wrong, you just get 1 point, the adults get nothing. It is, I don't know. You'll have to see. Yes. None of your parents. I didn't talk to your parents like last. Yeah. You're going to have about.
So when you ring the bell, that doesn't mean like you're done for the entire.
No, just 1 problem. Okay, if you already worked on number 1, make sure that your partner has the same answer as you. You have 2 minutes to finish number 1. Do not do number 2 yet.
Wait, what do I do? I don't have a partner.
You can go to Justice. No. Do not do number 2. Oh wait, and I forgot. I'll do that after. Do 1, A and B. You may start. 1A and B should be finished. 1A and B. No. You can check with your partner and make sure they have it. It's correct. Number 1, A and B should be finished. 30 seconds. Remember, you're on a team with everyone around you. Make sure your partner has the answer you have.
Mr. Mackey, you should decide, are you smarter than an adult?
True. It does say 7th grader. You guys are technically.
But we already are 7th graders because we're
True. True. So I guess you're a 7th grader at heart.
So like I technically am smarter than
Raiden or Cameron, can you be my marker people? And when we're all done, I'll tell you 1 for each or 1 for just 1. Not yet. Okay. 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4. Pencil down, tracking. 3, 2, 1. Try that again. Pretend like you're writing, you're finishing up your work. If you're already done, your pencil's already down. And when I ring the bell, your pencil is dropped. 3, 2, 1. And you're tracking me. Jameson, one thing I'm going to pause about what you did previously is if you have the answer, when the bell goes off, it's end of discussion. Your time is up for all checking in with your teammates. And we're going to the answer. Your question was number 1. First, show me how you solved it. Give me the answer, and we will check with the adults. 1A, give me your answer, please. Let's go to first contestant. Avery, what'd you get? Can you give me the full statement? X is greater or less than? It was the dot Kim. Okay, and let's check the first step with the adult said less than or equal to 3. Let's check what they did, and we'll check in with our team. When we subtracted 7 on both sides, we got negative 12. When we divided by 4, we got 3. Why is the sign... Okay. Why is the sign less than, Avery? Great. So they flipped it. We flipped it. Let's check the graph. How would I graph this one, Logan?
So, on the, so you would circle, you would make a dot on the 3 and then fill it in because
Good.
it has a chin.
Great.
And then you would go left because it's less than or equal to.
Great. Let's check with Ms. Todd Hunter's graph. We have a dot at 3 going to the left. Give 1 for each. Cameron, adults and students got 1 point. Next problem is number 2.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Start on number 2. You have 2 minutes. Go.
I thought you told us to skip 2.
No, do number 2.
What?
I said stop at number 2. You should not be doing number 3 after this problem. You should not be on 3. Wait.
That's epic.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Next contestant, Justice. What was your answer first? Then we'll work backwards. Great. How did you get that, Justice? Let's go to... give me your first step, Justice. We'll work backwards. Okay? Okay. Good. Do I flip the sign when I divide by 2? x should be less than 6. Let's check. I think this one was Coach's. I jotted down his picture he sent to me. He got x is less than 6 as well. That is a point. Did we graph it yet? No. Let's graph it. Hadley, where would my dot go? In which direction? Is it open or closed? Left or right? Great. The first two were the easiest. It's going to get a little harder as we go. Turn to 3. Give a point to both. He graphed his the same way. Cool. Number 3 is a word problem. You have 2 minutes. Make an inequality and then solve the inequality. You do not need to graph. Yep, A and B. Solve it after you get the inequality. Thirty seconds. Yep, you need to solve do B if you're done with A. B is just solving it, so if you've already gotten x by itself, you have the answer. 10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. Give me the answer. Corbin's not here. Tessa, what'd you get for number 3? Start with the inequality. Say it again. Okay. And what was the inequality that you got, Kate? How did you start the problem? Less than or equal to? Okay. That inequality looks pretty good. Let's check the inequality first with... This was done by my sister-in-law, whose birthday was yesterday, and I gifted her with a math problem. This is 12 plus x is less than or equal to 40. Someone explain what the difference is and what you think is correct, Max.
There's no 7 next to the x because the 7 is what your consecutive.
They forgot the 7. Cameron put 1 for students. And let's check part B. Let's solve this. Subtract 12 on both sides. 40 minus 12 is 28. 7x is less than or equal to 28. And we got x is less than or equal to 6. Jameson, what do you think it is?
X equals 4.
So,
oh, sorry, x is less than or equal to 4. Sorry.
28 divided by 7 might be 4. Let's check their work. They actually solved this correctly. Even though their inequality was wrong, they would have missed 1 point on the test for A, but they would have gotten a point for B. We got 6, which was 28 divided by 7. Maybe we did that division wrong. Check your blender. If you got the number 6, see if you can find your blender somewhere. Mark 1 for adults. Cameron, 0 for students. We're back in tied. Number 4. You guys have 30 seconds to solve this one. Go. And 3, 2, 1. Pick it up, please, Daniel. Mason, what was your answer? See if you agree with that. Silent yes. This one was done by my wife, who is going to nursing school, and it was pretty easy for her because this is actually test problems that she saw on the TEAS test to get into nursing school. It was a little bit unfair, but we are now tied once again. We both got a point. It should be less than 2, although it did say equal to.
Yeah, so they don't get a point, right?
We're gonna give a half of put a half of a line. A half of a line. There you go. Next one. You have 2 minutes. Number 5 is the trickiest problem on this packet. Go. You don't. If it's 50.00, it's the same as 50. Same thing. Okay, give me the inequality first, not the answer. Show me how you set it up for step number 1. The blank. Nora, what'd you get? Okay. And here's your inequality. The gift box sells for $26 and she buys one of them. That is the one-time gift box. Then she has $150 for each cookie. You don't know the number of cookies. It should be 1.5x. Since it is at least means greater than or equal to. If you did the math of this, you would have subtracted 26. You would have gotten 34, 24?
24.
Yeah, 20.
24.
You did. No, that's more.
And that should be correct. Let's check our adults. The trusty custodial team was in doing trash, and I put a problem on the board and wrote a note to him. And Derek completed the problem in a little different way because he didn't know what an inequality was. So he just kind of like problem solved it mentally, and this is what he did. Okay, let me walk you through it. He starts out by subtracting 26 from 50, which I think that's what we did. And then he took 1.50 and divided it by 24.00. He kind of took the longer route because he added the decimals into it, and he did get 16, but he has it as x is greater than or equal to 16, written right to left. We got x is greater than or equal to 16, left or right. I'm going to give him a half of a point. He did not set it up algebraically. And he has sales tax. So maybe we want to give him a quarter, give him 3/4. Add a quarter. Add a point for us. Give us a point right there. Oh, you did? Is that 5? Okay. But he was thinking through every scenario. Maybe. Voices off, 3, 2, 1. Let's talk about homework. Turn your page to the next bronze section. We're skipping number 6. We're out of time. Your bronze section looks like this. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm going to have you circle 1, 2, 3. Circle 1, 2, 3. Circle 4. And circle 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is your homework. You have answers. Bronze is now homework. 6, 7, and 8 is optional if you want to study for the test. Those are clones of some test problems that look very similar. Bronze is now your homework, 1 through 5. What's your homework for tonight, Mason? Do I have to do 6, 7, and 8?
No, that's optional.
I could do it to study if I wanted to. Leave your homework on your desk? Yes.
What if we do 6, 7, and 8 instead of 3 of the other problems?
No, I want you to do all the first 5. All the first 5. Number 1 and 2 are just like the notes we did, so if you need help on those, look at examples 1 and 2. Get your backpack, push in your chair. I'm checking your homework right now.
Oh my god, can you get my backpack?
I don't know why, but it is.
What about Safeway and Good Mac? I don't know. I need to go to Safeway.
Don't put it away.
I'm telling her. We beat him by quarter of a point. Or we beat him by, yeah. Like, they're beating him. If we can, yeah, that one.
Uh-huh. Did I skip you? And who's next to you? Who's absent today? Sean was absent.
Steam's up.